My name's Paige Hauser of Hauser's Produce Farm Incorporated in Sharpsburg, Maryland. We started out as a vegetable garden in our backyard behind our mobile home 32 years ago, and over 32 years of dedication and hard work have grown to several hundred acres of vegetables and several thousand acres of total cropland. We work, with a lot of supermarkets and with a lot of fruit stands and also a lot of individuals at our own farm. We start every year, harvest begins about July the 10th. Usually at that time we have sweet corn, cucumbers, green peppers, green and yellow squash, tomatoes, cantaloupes, watermelons, potatoes, all available for sale for about 8 weeks continuously. And then in early September we start changing over to the fall items where we have pumpkins and gourds and mini pumpkins and chrysanthemums and straw bales and corn stalks for the fall decorations. And then after the Halloween season is over, then it's back to farming as usual. We have quite a bit of corn and soybeans and livestock that we tend to in the winter months, where at that point it's just family members. But we keep pretty busy year-round. Many people think we only work in the summertime, but they ought to be here on a January morning when we're feeding cows. Well, we've been excited to see the local movement in the last few years. We were local before local was cool. We started our business based on supplying local grocery stores and local wholesale houses 32 years ago, and we've gradually expanded that, and now there's much more participation by all the major supermarket chains. Well, all of our items going into the supermarkets direct, they're within a few hours of the time they're picked. Always less than 24 hours from the time of harvest, it's on the customer's shelf, ready to be purchased. It is impossible for produce to move from the farm to a warehouse and back to the store at that efficiency level. We constantly get compliments that our product is fresher and has a better shelf life, better taste than what they see from other suppliers. The farm's growing much bigger than just us. We supply a need to many thousands of people. It really gives you a feeling of satisfaction, I guess, that you're producing something people really truly want, something that people are genuinely shopping for, looking for. It's not a case of trying to convince them to buy our product. We try to do the very best job we know how of growing a good product, and after that it tends to sell itself. It's been an interesting life experience for me. My sons are involved in it, my daughter-in-law, and it looks like I have grandsons now that are coming along that still too small, I guess you'd say, to know whether or not they're interested, but the future looks bright. There's always a benefit buying produce locally. Freshness is everything. Many items that are shipped longer distance have to be picked before peak maturity in order to have time to ship them, where we can pick at peak freshness and maturity to get the very best taste and quality. Because my rule's always been it can't just look good, it has to taste good also. It stands to reason if produce has been on a truck for 3 days to reach a destination, that it's not going to be quite as fresh as if something's been on a truck for a half an hour to reach its destination. But we raise nice crops, and it can be difficult, but it's very rewarding to see the finished product. I always loved the good challenge.